please. Hold, 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 please. Brown Girl Bella.
And she's back. Hello, babes. Welcome to another Sunday Sips with your hostess with the mostest. This is I, and I am she, and she is here. She is Brown Girl Bella. Hello and happy Sunday to everyone. Hope you guys had a relaxing and wonderful weekend. I spent the weekend pretty much just laying around because my stomach has been doing flip-flops all weekend. And so I had planned to go back out to Harlem like I did last year and do the Brown Girl Bella drive. I couldn't even do it. My stomach was just like in knots and doing flip-flops all day. And I just went out and had some brunch. Very nice. I had a salad and a smoothie, trying to be healthy, especially since I ate soul food last night. And I didn't finish it though. I'm trying to really portion control. So I ate half of it. Hopefully I'll be able to eat the other half when my stomach calms down tonight for dinner. But other than that, I've been just laying around, just really trying to get myself together. So hopefully you all had a much better weekend than I did. All that to say. And then some other things happened too during the weekend. We'll get into that in a moment. I don't see anybody in the comments, but I do see people in here. So when you're ready, just, say hi and, we'll say hi. I am going to be doing a shimmery brown eyeshadow look today. Hence, the reason why I got on my little scarf from Italy. Somebody went to Italy. I did not, and bought me back a scarf. And so I was like, oh, let's pop this on. And then I have my Diablo shirt representing my office. Here, let me show it to you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Diablo, honey. For those who are gamers, you know what Diablo is. So I have on my Diablo shirt. Let's get started. I am going to be using a mixture of new-ish products as well as products that I've had, but I really haven't used in a long time. So all of these products are products that I either got new, and I will share those with you and call those out specifically. And then products that I've had for a while, just haven't shown them on a Brown Girl Bella, either live or recorded video. So, and of course, the star of the show today is the Natasha Denona I Need a New Palette. I will be doing a dedicated video on this. So that is coming very, very soon. Actually, it'll be coming this week, along with some other videos that I am recording and uploading. So without further delay, let's just jump into it. I am going to start with my brows, as I sometimes do. This is the Kosas Brow Pop Nano, Brow Pop Nano. So that is it. And I believe this is in the shade black. Yes, this is in the shade black. I also have their brow, what is this called? The Air Brow. And I'm going to be putting that on afterwards, but I just want to carve out my brow. I was also supposed to go to Sephora and make an appointment so that I can go and get my eyebrows reshaped, because, you know, I've got some fuzz at the tail end of my brow that I wanted to get rid of, but I couldn't because stomach problems. So, could not get that underway because I just could not stand sitting and trying to get my brows done when you really don't feel well. It's kind of hard to get your makeup on and your pamper on when you don't feel well. You know what I mean? So we're just going to fill these in. I love the fine point of this, but I will tell you, do not press too hard because it will snap off. So only roll up just a little bit. Hang on a second. Let me put this mirror down so I can share with you. I roll it up just that much because if you press down too hard, the point will snap. And it is very, very delicate. So I try to be really delicate and finite when I'm using this. My other products that are similar to this do not have that kind of delicacy to it, so I can be a little bit more rough than I can with this one. But I do like the precision. Like, look at that. And this is not done yet. But look at that precision. So nice. But you have to be delicate. So that's the give and the take. But for sculpting your brow out, pretty good. So thank you, Kosas, for sending this to me. I got this in PR. And I really enjoyed using it. When we get to the other product, I'm going to tell you a funny story that happened to me while I was reviewing this. And good thing I wasn't on camera when I did it, because that would have been not so great. But now that I have a little bit more time, I can do a dedicated video on it. All right, so I'm finished with the Brow Pop Nano. So I'm going to put that away. And don't you love the electric pinkish purple packaging. Love, so cute. All right, so here is the Air Brow, also by Kosas. I'm holding it right? Okay. There we go. And this is in the shade Brown Black. Now, funny story. When I got this product, it was dried. So I couldn't get any product out. So I'm trying to fluff it up and do all the things. And no product was coming out. And I was like stabbing it and nothing would come out. So finally, I came to the realization that the product was dry. This is the second time I tried a product and it was dry. Remember that 𝕊𝕦𝕡𝕒𝕟𝕜 when I tried using the mascara and I went in and that was taped. It wasn't live, but it was taped. And I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? The product was bone dry. There was no mascara in the mascara. There's no product in it. And so ever since then, I've been really cautious about going live with products that, are like that, like a mascara or this kind of product, for fear that it would happen to me again. And then lo and behold, guess what? It happened to me again. So I actually went and purchased one just so I can try it because I was really bummed that I couldn't get any product out. So here it is with product in it. And although this is brown black, you really, I guess because my brows are like a brown black, you really don't see that much. Well, maybe you do, but I don't see it that much pigmentation. But if you look at it side by side with the other brow, you can definitely see that this is definitely more defined than this one. So I've been loving this combination and I'm glad I got it in brown black so I can get the full effect. I love having kind of bespoke brows that are, a little lighter in the front and then a little deeper in the back. So that's why I concentrated the pin, the nano pop in the back half of the eye so I can have that deepness in the tail end. And then in the front, I focus the brown black because this moussey like consistency really hugs those fine hairs of mine and coats it with a nice dose of brown black. See? I'm going to go in a little bit more, make it a little deep like this one. Yeah, like you can really tell now this has much more pigment than the one I had previously. It didn't have any pigment at all. There we go. All right. Hey, K2. Welcome in. Okay, that's much better. I love it. Clean this up a little bit. I don't know why this brow's giving me so much problems today. There we go. Tame it down a little bit. All right. Welcome in, welcome in. I'm going to clean it up a little bit with a little bit of concealer. Just put a couple of dots on the top of and on the bottom of my brow, just to clean up that space a little bit. Make it just a little bit more pronounced. And what the concealer does is just makes the brows look sharper. And conceals away some of those fine lines and fine hairs of mine. So it just clears it up. Excuse me, cleans it up, makes it a little bit more sharper. There we go. So that's how it would look when it's all said and done. Now let's see if we can get the problem brow over here that's giving me so much problems today. Usually this is my trouble brow anyway, but it is really giving me problems today. Really acting up. But we will clean it up and make it look pretty, like the right brow. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Now she's looking like she's got some symmetry here, right? We like that. Okay. So actually, let me get, this is a little too light. I need to save this for when I have no tan, because right now I have a tan. This is not going to be good. Let's use our Marc Jacobs for concealer today, because that one's going to be a little too light. All right, so for concealer, we're going to use the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot. And you can actually use this for not only concealer, but you can use this for foundation as well. I'm going back to my old technique of doing it in more of a triangular fashion. I'm trying to use less and less product these days, because I find the more product I use, especially underneath my eyes, the more I start to crease quicker. So I'm trying to be a little bit more delicate with my hand in applying my under eye makeup. And you always want to bring it down into like a triangle, because that's where the light will hit it. So when you're looking and you're taking photos, it looks very much like, you see where the light is hitting right there? It looks very luminous. And bright. All right. Perfect. Hey, James Money, welcome in. Guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you can, share us out to your friends, to your foes, to all your knows. Let them know BrownGirlBella is in the house. All right. So yesterday, I did manage to do a couple of errands. I live in an area where there are tons and tons of trees. And so my car, which is a black car, but it was covered in like these little berries, like black berries. So they were everywhere. They were on top of the car. They were on the car. They were just hitting the windshield of the car. They were hitting the side. It was everywhere, everywhere. And so I was like, okay, I got to clean up this car because this looks crazy. I'm going to put a little bit of the Say. This is a primer, newish to me. I'm use about that much. Newish to me, but I've heard so many wonderful things about this product. So I wanted to try it. Feels nice. Hey, Abuse Insights with Dalaman Salomon. Hello, sounds like you're in the UK. I'm not. I'm in the United States. I'm in the US. So I had to go get my car washed yesterday because it was just covered. It looked disgusting. So I went to my local car wash. Well, not local. I went to one of my neighboring towns to that car wash because I've gone there before and I was actually a member of the car wash and getting unlimited car washes when I was in the area, all that good stuff, all the things. So when I went yesterday, the guy that serviced me, he was like, well, I see you were a member. Would you like to renew your membership? And I was like, no, I live in another town now, and I don't know where your other location is in my town. So yeah, no. And he was like, oh no, I can tell you. And I told him the town. He was like, oh yeah, you have one in this area, which is actually close by where I live. And so I was like, okay, fine, I will get the membership. Plus, he gave me like $10 off my discount. So it was originally going to be like $30 to renew it. And he charged me $20. So with tax, it came out to like $21.75 or something like that. Plus, I can get it done, whenever. It's unlimited. So he's like, if you go twice within the first month, it's like, you're paying for free. So you're getting it for free, not paying for free. So I was like, okay, fine. Hey, Elevate with Burns. Hey, Burnsy. No problem. Thank you so much for coming in and listening. So I'm talking about me going to the car wash yesterday. So I went to the car wash and, he charged me the $21.75 for the unlimited, went through, and although it was clean, it wasn't clean, right? But what I found out about this car wash, and this is actually, this is 𝕊𝕦𝕢𝕟𝕜. This is her Yummy Skin foundation. This is a cream. If you are shade matched to me, I'm using shade number 8. And so I went to my car wash, went through. It was clean, but it wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be. Oh, yes. Okay. No problem. Hit me up, girl. You know me in real life. You got my number. Those who know me in real life, they got my number. Call me. So it was clean, but it wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be. So at this car wash, they don't really have like full service, like people to come and like do your car. So if you want more of a detailed look, they have like all of the equipment to detail it, but you have to do it all yourself. Now, y'all know what I'm going to say, right? Bella don't do that. Bella don't be detailing no car. What do I know about detailing a car? Myself, me, your resident bougie Bella. What am I? Darling, we just have somebody do those things. We don't do that. Girl, y'all should have seen me, babes, trying to detail the car. This guy actually helped me out a lot because I was like, what does this do? What is this for? What is He was like, girl, if you'll get out my pants. I know he was probably like, this girl is crazy. So for those of you who wash your car and can detail your car, kudos. I give you all the props in the world. But see me don't know how to do that. Me don't know how to do that stuff. No, me don't know. No say. Listen, I was asking the guy, I was like, what are these long Q-tip thingies for? He was like, you go in around the tire and you clean it. I was like, oh, you can clean around. He was like, mm-hmm. He probably went back home and told his girlfriend or his mom or whoever, is with him and his family. Like, y'all don't even know. This girl was like asking me mad questions about how to detail her car. So I was spraying the spray on the tires because I thought when you run it through the car wash and you add the little tire piece to it, that it cleans the tires. No, honey, you got to go in and clean all that stuff with the little long Q-tip thingy. And you can't do it too hard because as I also found out, that little applicator, the little cotton piece, that will come off if you don't, if you use too much elbow grease. I was trying to pull out the little swab pieces out of the little holes in my car because I was just jabbing it in there and trying to, and then I pulled it out. It was just a stick. So I was like, my whole stick came off. The whole Q-tip swab thing came off. And he was like, the guy who was helping me, he was like, yeah, you can't do it too rough. You gotta like just wipe around it. He was like, and if you find like you're using too much elbow grease to get it off, he's like, spray some more, let it sit for a minute, and then try it. I was like, okay, gotcha. And then, I know how to do the windows, put the spray on, do the windows. But like I didn't know like there's another spray that you can use for like the chrome pieces to get the chrome stuff out. I mean the cruddy stuff off the chrome of the car and like all of that sap that was on from the trees, like to spray it, let it sit for a minute. And I felt like it was a kind of a workout for me yesterday. I felt like I got a little bit of a workout. Abuse Insight says it's important to learn the basics about your ride. Okay, I feel like for me, I got the lesson, but I could do without doing that myself. I'd rather pay someone to do that than to sit there and do that myself. That was a lot of elbow grease. That was a lot of like excess effort that I just didn't need. I'm sorry. I didn't need that in my life. I really didn't. I'm grateful that I learned and I know, but to be doing that on like a monthly, bi-monthly, or however many times I clean this car now to get the efficacy out of the fact that I'm paying $20 a month for cleaning my car. Yeah, no, I don't want to do it. I can now because now I know, but I don't want to do it. You know that the Instagram thing that I did before where I was like, I could, but I don't want to. I felt like that yesterday. Like I could do this. I really could, but I don't want to. That was a lot of elbow grease. That was a lot of effort. But it looks good. It looks really good. Like the chrome piece around my car looks really shiny, really nice. It's like, who would have thunk it? better think it. You got me? Come on, Abuse Insights. Come on over here and wash my car. Come on over here and wash my car for me, baby. I love it. I love it, y'all. Listen, y'all know I'm bougie. Y'all know I don't do this ish. Exactly. I could. I really could, but I don't want to. I don't want to. And thank goodness I did not have Dream in the car with me. She would have lost her freaking mind. As long as it took, because now that I'm in it, right? So now I want to be real finite with like my detailing. So now I'm going in, and when the little cotton thing pops off, I gotta scoop it out. Then I gotta get another one. So I got like a bunch of them in my hand. And then they had like these buckets. I don't trust the bucket thing. Here's the thing about the bucket. So I'm sure they do it. I'm not saying they nasty or nothing. I'm sure they do this, but I didn't see them clean those buckets out and replace the water and the cleaner that was in the buckets. I didn't see them do that. Not saying they didn't, just saying I ain't see it. So I was like, I don't know if I want to use the buckets. I don't know if I want to use that. So not saying y'all nasty or nothing, not despairing y'all. I just ain't see it. And if I ain't see it, I can't say for all certainty that it actually happened. All right, I put a lot of blush on. Y'all know me. I'm a blush hound, but that was a lot. I forgot how pigmented Danessa is. But on this side, I didn't put as much, but this side I did a whole lot. I have a whole lot. But I'm going to show you how we take that down. I'll show you in a minute how we take that down because that's a lot of blush. That's a whole lot of blush. Woo, Chad, that's a lot of blush. Anywho, so I ain't see it. I didn't see them do it. So can't say for all certainty that that actually happened. All right, how to take this down. Let me show you. Conceal. And then using your brush that you use for your foundation, buff it in. All right. Voila. That's how you take it down. Now, if I want to go back with what's left on the brush, I can do that and just tap it in with the rest of what was on the brush to build it up to be the same as on this side. All right, the other thing I learned was when you are finished spraying your windows and you clean them and everything, roll them down before you do the inside of the car. Because that spray that you use to wipe down everything inside the car, that thing is obnoxiously powerful. That scent is so freaking strong. I was like, I was joking. So I left all the doors open. I didn't roll my windows down. I just opened all 4 doors to get that smell out as I was cleaning because I was like choking. Like it was obnoxiously strong. We're going in with bronzer now using LYS. And if you're a shade match to me, I'm using Strength as my bronzer. I mean, strong, 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 that smell. And then the top of my car, like I have a sunroof. And so the top of the car, I still feel like I have some sap still on there. I was trying to wipe it down with the the cleaner, the window cleaner, and I feel like I got, most of it off, but I had to like really scrape to get some of that sap off. It was so much sap all over my car. So I made sure, like when I parked it yesterday, I parked it away from the trees. I parked it actually near my pool, which I want to go over to the pool. It's not as warm as it was yesterday, but it's warm enough. I wanted to just go and sit in it. Really, I just want to use my new like ring because it has like a cup holder for my glass, so I can have a splash, darling, while I'm in the pool. Splash, splash. So I wanted to use I wanted to use that, while I can. It's only a couple more weeks left, and then that's it for us. And summer, that's it. I'm going to use the BrownGirlBella highlighter. This is in Peau de Soleil. Peau de Soleil. Trying with that French, honey. French is not an easy language, but it's such a beautiful language. Like you can say like the most craziest things, but in French, it sounds amazing. Like, how are you? Hello, how are you? Comment allez-vous? Comment allez-vous? And I say, I'm fine, thank you. Très bien, merci. Très bien, merci. So nice. I'm like, oh, I like that. All right, before we begin with the eye look, I am going to spray it down. I'm going to use my mattifying spray by MAC. This is the Fix Plus. I was like, why don't I use Fix Plus more often? Hold, please. And I came to the realization I like it, but that spray is so like powerful when it comes at you that sometimes I'm like, okay, I just don't want it spitting at me like that. I don't use it. And that's why I love Charlotte Tilbury's, because that nozzle is not as obnoxious when it sprays out. All right. So we're matte. Oh, I like the way this is looking. All right, so let's get into this eye look, shall we? All right, here's I Need a Nude. So you already know what colors I'm going to be using. All of the browns in here. Every last one of them. I'm going to start off with, let's do Fair first. It's like a very taupey color. I'm going to tell you all a secret, all 5 of you who are in here now, all 5 of my babes that are in here. I'll tell you something. I love Natasha Denona, right? It's one of the 5 kind of like eyeshadow formulas that I love. But when you're using her colors that are more on the fair side, and ironically, this shade is called Fair, but when you're using that on brown girls, you have to have a very heavy hand. So I went in with a big fluffy brush and I loaded up the brush to ensure that it's pigmented enough for the whole eye. Because if not, when you go in with these light colors, you're going to be using a lot of elbow grease in order to get the pigmentation that you want. Hang on, I just want to get my fan this down a little bit more. I see we're going to have to powder down a lot today. It is warm up here with these lights. And so the shine is coming through a little more. All right, let's hold that there because I have a feeling I'm going to be fanning a lot today. All right, so we've got there down. Let's wipe off this brush. And let's go in with the next color. And that one's going to be Tender. I'm going to use the same brush, wiped off. I'm going to use it right in the crease and the outer V. You see how quick this is? Like, I love her formulas, and she does a matte like nobody's business. Love, love, love her formula. But she's also very much like a particular type of innovator. She likes to remix and reformulize a lot of the things that she does with her eyeshadow. So every single one of her eyeshadow palettes has some kind of different formula to it. So it always is a learning curve when you're working with Natasha Denona's eyeshadow palettes because she always has different formulas in here. Like all of these formulas here for these three colors here, they're all like kind of like a wet metallic look. And so it takes some, some getting used to kind of figure out like how and why these work and which kind of shades work with what. So we're going to go over here to Silhouette. And we're really going to deepen up that outer V even more with Silhouette. So you got to kind of play around with the formulas because they're all going to have some sort of learning curve to it. And what I found with this one pretty quickly was that if you are deeper than me, she's going to take a little bit more work for you than she would for me. Because these shadows are very powdery and they are very light. It's a neutral palette. So it is very much like that daytime friendly, office friendly type of vibe here, which means that the colors are not as saturated as they are in some of her other palettes. Thank you. Gotta run. See you again. Great live, very informative. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming. So you're gonna have to work with it a little bit more. All right, we're gonna go with filigree now. I'm gonna take my ring finger and I'm gonna use filigree. That's a beautiful color, by the way. We're gonna use that on the lid. Isn't that pretty? So this is one of the trends to try for the fall. This is kind of the chocolate, glittery, smoky eye. And you're going to see this a lot in magazines. If you follow fashion and look at some of the fashions coming out for Fashion Week, you're going to see a lot of smoky eyes coming down the runway, which I love. I love a good smoky eye. I don't care what color it is, brown, green, blue, black. Give me some smoke. I want all the smoke. Such a great color. And as you can see, very friendly to us brown girls, right? This palette is beautiful. It really is beautiful. But you will see my full thoughts. I'm going to go back with Tender. I'm going to run that underneath. I didn't take the plastic off. I never do. I never take the plastics off these palettes. I don't know why, because I'm not going to ever sell them. So it's not like, you know, I'm going to trade them in or anything, but I just never do. Went back with Tender under the lash line. To start to smoke it out just a little bit. So my review of this palette will be out this week, where I go very much in depth on this palette. I look at the comparisons. One of the biggest ones is the one that I showed you all last week, and I'll share it with you again here, is her Glam palette, which I feel like if you have the Glam, do you really need this one? Here's the Glam palette. Here's a Glam palette. So the Glam palette is much like this one with some differences. So where this one really focuses on like the browns and the taupey colors and all of that, there are some grays in here. There are some more pinks in here. So the Glam palette to me is like the nighttime version of this one. So I would use this in the day, going to work, doing what you do. This is your girl. Nighttime, today, you can use this one. So those are like the biggest differences between I Need a Nude and the Glam palette. Other than that, I think what the other differences from me are in the formulas, right? The formula in the Glam palette is much more saturated than this one. This one, like I said, you need a heavy hand if you want to use those light colors, or else you're not going to be able to get the full effect of the pigment. But with the Glam palette, you can use a lighter hand and still get that pigmentation. So those are like the biggest differences for me that I see between those two formulas. We're going to start to powder down before we finish off the rest of the eye. Because like I said, it is warm in here with these studio lights. So we're using Pat McGrath's powder in medium. I'm just going to powder my face down, take some of that shine down, the sweat. Excuse me, glisten, because women don't sweat, we glisten, right? So take some of that glistening off and powder it down so it's a little bit more matte. All right. There we go. And this is another rougher brush. I'm trying to use more of my rougher brushes. I have them here. It's like, you know, you see them every day, but you don't use it. Like, why don't I use them more often? Like they're right here. You know, you have your favorites. And so with your favorites, it's like, oh, let me just grab it. It's just muscle memory. But I'm like, I love these brushes too. Why don't I use them? So weird. All right. The other thing I need to do this week and before this weekend is up, and I probably will do it after, spray it down. See, it even sounds smoother with the airbrush than the spray sounds with the MAC. So let's go back to our Natasha Denona. I want to put some more sparkle on top. So we're going to go over to the other side of this. We're going to pick up Delilah. Look at that sparkle. I just want to concentrate it right in the center of the eye. Ooh, we love a shiny eyeball moment here, right? I mean, I'm not the only one. We love shiny eyeballs. Shiny eyeballs are the bomb. They are. They just are. So, yeah, Natasha, I love her to death, but she be killing me with these formulas. But this one here, this like wet shine formula, oh gosh, it just makes your eyeballs look like disco lights. You know what I mean? Disco. Ooh, 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 ooh. And with the scarf and everything, it's just giving me all the disco fever. Like I feel like I want to sneak out like I was 16 again and go to the nightclub. Did I tell y'all about that? How I snuck off, me and my best friend went to a nightclub, snuck off like little thieves in the night while my mother left and went out and went to this nightclub. And we were partying back, honey. Y'all couldn't tell us nothing. We was like, yes, in the club, all of 16. Ain't got no business in nobody's club at 16. But we was in there. We was in there. And I'm dancing. And all of a sudden, I feel this tap, tap, tap on my shoulder. I'm like, dude, like, I'm dancing with this next dude. Like, get off my shoulder. The tap becomes more insistent. I turn around. It's my mama. It's my mama. She like, you got 5 seconds to get up out of here. And she was like, and is that my dress you got on? My brand new dress that I ain't even wear yet with the tags on and everything. And I was like, it is. It really is your dress that you ain't even wear yet. How she didn't kill me in the club right there and then, I will never know. I will never know. I guess she thought, yeah, I would really go to jail if if I get her in the club, I would really go to jail tonight. So I'm trying to find a brown pencil. Oh, here it is. I'm like, I know I have them. Rich Hazel by Wayne Goss. You can find it on Beautylish. Perfect for those chocolate smoky eyes. Look how deep it gets your eyes. Right? Yeah, y'all. I was so bad as a teenager. Like seriously, I'm in the club partying away in my mama's brand new dress and her heels, but she ain't noticed I had on her heels too. And my best friend, who was also with me in the club, had on another dress of hers. We were crazy. We were absolutely, positively crazy. You see how it just popped and made that look just come to life? We love a good chocolate eye pencil. And it's perfect for the daytime too. Like, I would wear this going to work. I would wear this look. Maybe not with the lipstick I'm about to wear because it's not going to be, well, maybe I would. I might wear the lipstick too. We'll see. So let's do the lashes now. I know, right? Just trifling, no behavior. Thank goodness my kids were better than I was. Like, at least my daughter had asked me for permission before using my clothes. Mostly. There were some times that I caught her too, but I couldn't front. Like, how can I hate? I did the same thing, right? How you gonna hate on your child for doing the same thing you did? You can't. You can't. And I had the boy first, so I was like, well, the boy ain't gonna be wearing none of my stuff. But the boy loved to go shopping. The boy loved to go shopping. So he'd be like, come on, let's have mother-son time. And the mother-son time usually involved me buying clothes for him because he liked to shop like his mama liked to shop. But again, who am I to, hang on, hold please. You know, I gotta get this fan going. All this time and care I took in this makeup look. You know, we're gonna make sure this thing lasts. But you know, I'm a hate. I love to shop too, so he was my perfect shopping buddy. So that worked. So the other thing, I'm sorry, I ran off and I didn't finish my thought. The other thing I need to do probably after this live is go shopping. I have no food in this house. And Dream, I got her dry food, but I usually go to like PetSmart for her. Oh, and I got her some new balls too, because she missed playing with her like little tennis balls. So I got her like a bag of tennis balls. Dream, come here. Come. Come here. Come here, mama. So I got her some tennis balls. Let me bring her up so y'all can see her. Come. See? See everybody? See everybody? Say hi. Say hi. What's your little feisty self? No, no, no. Mommy's trying to finish up her look. Say hi. All right, great. Hey, DJ Buddy Aki, what's going on, handsome? Thank you, thank you. All right, you ain't gonna sit down. I'm not even gonna play myself by trying to get you to sit. All right, let's do I need to put more? Let's put a little bit more, not too much. A little bit more concealer underneath the eye. Just a little couple of dots. And then where's my brush? So yeah, so I don't have any food in the house. Dream has dry food, but she doesn't have any more of her wet food. And I was gonna go, like I usually go to PetSmart to get her food. So I got the dry food from there, but I went to get the wet food and they didn't have any. Like the little refrigerator thing was damn near empty. I was like, wow, somebody cleaned them out of all the wet food. So I was like, okay, so now I need to go to my regular supermarket to get her food and some food for me. Because I bought soul food yesterday. I was really like craving soul food. You ever have that craving, like, wow, I want like this particular food? Usually for me, it's like Indian food, or sometimes I'll crave like sushi, stuff like that. But yesterday I was craving soul food, and I was like, I don't want to cook it myself because I don't want to have all of that food in the house. Hey, new member alert. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much. So usually I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to futz around with making my own food because I don't want to have that much soul food in the house. But I was like, I want some. So I ordered some soul food from my neighborhood soul food place. I have just enough. Like I said, I ordered the large meal, so I have enough for tonight's dinner. And then that's it. No more. This is one of the new mascaras, well, new-ish, that I got in PR. This is a vegan mascara. It has like blueberry and blackberry. It's called 100% Pure, and it's a fruit pigmented mascara. I like it. I like it. Gives me great length and definition, even on the lower lashes, which I love, right? Without having to use a whole lot of product, which I can also appreciate, especially when I am doing my makeup in the morning, going to work. I find that my regular process, like even as I'm sitting down here with you, I'm kind of luxuriating and taking my time and really, being much more precise with my placement as I am doing my eyeshadow. I'm going to put those to the side. I want to use this again because I've had it for a little bit. And so I'm probably going to have to throw it out because it's fruit pigmented. It does not last as long as other mascaras. So typically mascaras have a 3 to 6 month shelf life. This one has about a 2-month shelf life. So I want to make sure that, I get all the use I can out of this thing. You know how we do here. Waste not, want not. And we don't waste a thing here. Not one thing. So I want to make sure we use it before it goes bad. Right? Nice. Nice definition. All right. So I was going to use a orange and make it really bright, but I think I want my eyes to be like the sole focus with this brown smoke we got here. So I think I'm going to use a nude color. So we're going to do a nude color. Let's do Quickie by ColourPop. Right? And we love a nudie lip going to use Pat McGrath's, oh no, that's Deep Boy. We want a brown. We want a brown lip pencil. Let's use Minted. Why not? This is the Minted lip pencil in, what shade is this? Doesn't say. Oh, Night. That's what it's called. Night lip pencil. All right. Blend and press. There we go. I'm going to use a little bit more right in the center. All right. That's it. That's it. That's it. Make sure I got all of those hairs from my brush off. Okay. All right. Finished look, all complete. The fit complete. Yeah, this is it. This is the finished look. Smoky shimmer on the eyes. We use the new I Need a Nude palette. You can make it smokier by adding more. Like you can put 𝕊𝕦𝕒𝕟𝕒 on here. Just make it a little bit more smoky in the outer V, right? If you want, bring up that smoke even more. Ooh, that's cute. So you can do that. Let me just get a clean brush. And I'm just going to detail that out a little bit more. Using the brush. But that's it. No muss, no fuss. Really easy peasy. And this is a look, like I said, you can use daytime with a nude lip or with a dose of color, whatever you want. Or you can use this for nighttime and really play it up. You can put some lashes on to really bring out the focus in the eyes because it's daytime and I'm not really doing anything afterwards. Plus, I wanted to use that mascara. I just used mascara today. So this is the finished look. This is the eyes. Good. All right, so I am going to go change my clothes really fast. I'm going to jump in the pool. I think I'm going to keep the scarf because I'm going to wear my brown bathing suit. So it's perfect with my smoky look. And for those of you who are on Instagram, I'm going to pop over there for a quick second, give you a chance to look at the final look. As well as ask me any questions that you want about makeup, skincare, whatever you like. And until next time, I'll be seeing you, and you have now been Bellified. Take care, babes, and I'll see you back here soon.